He does his right.
This is both of us. Thank you so much for being here today. It's awesome. My name is Tokita, and this is Renner, our executive director. I'm the president. Everyone, as a human being since time began, has had a connection to the land, and every human being has had the experience of hopefully taking a piece of a tomato from a vine and tasting it in the sun. Unfortunately, in Los Angeles, that's an experience we are disconnected from our land, and we've become disconnected from each other as well. And what we have been doing for the last 15, 20 years in Los Angeles is building community gardens. Mayor Bradley started that movement back in his term, and we picked up we work as a nonprofit with communities and empower those communities to grow food in their own neighborhoods. And in the process of that, they also transform those neighborhoods, especially in the food deserts where there is a lack of access to fresh food, and we have to truck that food in for 1,500 miles and make that carbon footprint impact. It's very negative to our communities and to our planet. Right now there's 70 community gardens in Los Angeles. Our agency manages fiscal agency aspect, 14 of them. That we've seen in our time that food justice is just one aspect of what we do. We also provide an opportunity. It's an engine for social change, if you will, in these spaces. We not only enhance the ecology of our areas, we also increase property values, reduce crime, encourage environmental stewardship, make that connection for kids of food and what's on their plate. And also community building and social connectedness is a wonderful byproduct that makes people know each other and makes everything else possible. Al has a specific project that he wants to discuss with you.
I'm the executive director, and we're talking about the East Hollywood Regenerative Center. It's going to be a brand new project. We've received some promissory funding from the City of LA for $700,000 for the land, and so
So go ahead and finish your sentence.
But, you know, it's to include a number of good services. It's education, it's a community garden, it would include a small park, it would be an experimental gardening learning area, and hopefully some area for administration. The request that I'm making for you today is not for startup money, but it's for matching funds. All city grants require a match. And in this case, it's probably going to be in the area of 30%. So anything in that area would be really great, and it would also help us do our our biannual conference of education, which is going to be our third time. Thank you.
30% of what?
It's 30% of 700,000. So you're talking about 210,000 roughly. The city came to us, we had to go through so that you would understand, those of you in the thing, if you're going to get city funding and it's going to be over 100,000, you're going to have to go through a certified audit. It cost us a lot of money to go through that just to let the city know that we are a viable organization. But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Okay. Questions from the panel?
Do you how in depth are you involved with public health advocacy, with food deserts and things like that, where you have an influx of liquor stores and junk businesses?
Well, in our case, we fiscal agents for 14 different gardens or 14 different entities. They all have varying and sundry things. We have one garden that just won a $50,000 grant from the Annenberg strictly for connecting obesity in childhood and community gardening. We have some really good programs going inside, not all hours, but we watch over them.
We empower others to do good
That's
work.
what we like to do.
Great. All right, thank you.